What's up, gang? Case here with our in-gym Metcon for Saturday, November 28th. Two 10-minute ladders today. First one is wall balls and medicine ball sit-ups. It's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. So you'll do 2 wall balls, then 2 med ball sit-ups, 4 wall balls, 4 med ball sit-ups. You'll keep climbing until that 10 minutes runs out. On those wall balls today, I want you to spend a little more time fighting for good squat position and then also fighting for depth on that squat. I see a lot of people in the gym who've had the same wall ball squat technique for 3, 4 years, and if they just worked a little bit harder at it, I know they could get better. So take your time, slow yourself down on that squat if you need to. Really focus on those squat mechanics. Other thing I want you to work on today is your sequence of events. So we want that hip to come to full extension before that arm ever moves. So keep that ball up high, think fast hips, boom, then arms as you throw, and that's going to ensure that you get the good core to extremity motion that we're always working on in CrossFit, and that's the way that you get the most power out of the movement. After that, you've got med ball sit-ups. I'd recommend bent knee on these today, but just make sure you've got enough room that you can sit up with this medicine ball and still get your shoulders in front of your hips. That's going to be end range movement today. And then on the way back, keep the ball close, touch close over the head, and then when you swing it forward, same thing, keep it close to the chest. And if you'll use those lats to bring that ball up to the belly, that'll actually facilitate the sit-up. So a lot of times this isn't even as hard on your abs as a regular sit-up. A little more arm work to do here. So just changing up the stimulus of the movement a bit. After that, you'll break for 4 minutes, and then you'll move into 2, 4, 6, 8 of calories on our row and burpees over that rower. Rowing again, I want to talk about our setup basics. Let's not have those hips tucked under. I want you to keep those hips tilted back. That's going to keep that low back nice and flat. And then when we come in, we always talk about keeping heels down. It's actually okay to let the heel come up a little bit. When we use that heels down cue, it's because people are over exaggerated in the toe. So if that heel separates about an inch, totally okay, but then punch that heel back down. Everything you can out of your arms before you lean back, and then finish with the arms. So that's the last thing I want to focus on today is on that row. I see people lean back really early out of the start, and they lose a lot of their leg power that way. Those shoulders should stay in front of the hips, boom, until that knee locks out. Then the shoulders come behind the hips. Then we finish with the arms. So putting it all together, leaving those shoulders forward as we initiate that pull, and then waiting longer to lean back. After 2 calories, you'll hop off, 2 burpees over that rower. Prescribed today is a 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing. So we want to shoot for that harder version of the movement. Pop your toes outside of your hands. Stay back behind that seat to give yourself a better spot to jump. Bring that belly all the way back down to the ground. If you're not able to do the jump, of course, it's always okay to step over that rower. And then other burpee mechanics to watch out for. Keep your belly tight so that you protect your back. And then watch out for funny foot pop positions. Don't pop out wide. Don't pop out or don't pop in narrow. Try to land with those feet about shoulder width. That's going to facilitate good positions for the hips, knees, ankles, and back. Lastly, you don't have to stand all the way up. We're just looking for that 2-foot jump, and then you can bring it back down. 10 minutes is a long time for a 2, 4, 6, 8 ladder. So come into it with that mental toughness piece already, and then also have a plan. Split those reps up early. Don't go for big unbroken sets when you get into your 10s and 12s, if that's a big set for you, because that's still going to be pretty early in this ladder. Last thing, try not to spot the clock. These ladders, you'll knock out 3, 4, 5 rounds really quickly. you'll feel like you're very deep in the workout. You'll look up there and you're like 2.5 minutes in. So try not to spot that clock today. Let that coach give you some cues. If you're doing it on your own, obviously you're going to have to look at it at some point. Just hang on before you give it a look. Good luck on today's Metcon, and we'll see you guys back on Monday.